Hey, good morning. It's Wednesday, July 8th. Thanks so much for being here. Your words come to focus again about our everyday thought and how we apply wisdom through your words is huge. See, biblical wisdom is more than just laying out strict commands. Biblical wisdom is taking the commands of God and applying them to life. So we have to know the truth, but then we have to know how the truth fits into life or how life fits into the truth. A beautiful example of that is in the opening lines of Proverbs chapter 5. Solomon is now speaking again directly to his son, and he's making a plea to him. But the language here is extremely strong. So there are four lines that fit together, but we're going to look at them one by one just to see how we get the combination of the four of them gives us a really strong package. And it's about protecting his son and his children from sexual sin. And in this passage, there's a reference to the woman, immoral woman, and that no doubt speaks specifically of women who are immoral, but it's also the lure of immorality, as in the lady folly and the lady, as opposed to the lady wisdom. In Proverbs 8 and 9, we have this contrast between folly, the woman folly, Dame Folly, and her representation. But then that's contrasted with the positive feminine aspect of Dame Wisdom, Lady Wisdom, and acquiring her beauty. And we see that positively throughout the Proverbs. Wisdom is referred to in the positive sense, in the feminine sense. So we have this contrast, and that's what's showing up here in chapter 5. So he says, my son, pay attention to my words. Listen carefully to my wise counsel. It's emphatic, strong language. So that's the first component here. Listen carefully. Second component, then you will show discernment, and your lips will express what you've learned. So the father's goal, he's trying to get his son's attention so that the son will be wise, again, not just follow rules, but be discerning and wise, and his lips will begin to speak what's right. That's key. It's not just doing, it's actually doing what is right. Why? Why should this be happening? Because the lips of an immoral woman are as sweet as honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. This is probably meant to be taken literally and figuratively. There's a strong attraction here. So the father's lips speak what is right. The son is to show discernment, and his lips are to speak what is right, because he's going to be encountering an immoral woman who is going to take him in the wrong direction. And she's going to promise really sweet things. But it doesn't work out that way. And as we know, sexual sin and lust never works out well. It's always a disaster, even while we're fooling ourselves that it's not. But in the end, she is as bitter as poison, as dangerous as a double-edged sword. So those are the four components. The father is speaking to his son. The son is to take that, embrace it within himself, and this is what it means impress these things on your heart that Deuteronomy is urging the parents to do for their children. Heart-to-heart transfer, not information transfer, heart-to-heart transfer. And then the lips of the immoral woman are going to be sweet as honey and attract him. So the father's lips, the son's lips, the lips of the immoral woman. In the middle of that, the son or the daughter is to speak truth, to speak wisdom, to make application and discernment. That's what will protect from the immoral woman. Language and sexual misconduct, if you will, sexual attraction, are bound up together. And there's this warning, application of wisdom. Speak truth when you're confronted with temptation. Don't just run and hide, speak truth. And then the final attachment here, the final warning is, she promises fun and enjoyment and excitement, but in the end, she is as bitter as poison and dangerous as a double-edged sword. Again, Solomon has lived that out in his own life. He's seen it. He's seen firsthand the destruction of what this wrong sexual attraction can do. And Amnon and Tamar, but Solomon has seen the whole ugly scene. The father's lips, the parents' lips, to the son or daughter's lips, to applying that wisdom to the words and the attraction of sexual immorality, whether it comes in a male or a female form, because it's not what it delivers. So buy into that promise, that hope. Parents, that means we've got to make our words attractive, not just don't do this and don't do that and this is awful. We have got to be believable and credible as we apply wisdom in the lives of our children. So that's the thought for today. Hang on to those words, Solomon's words. And, have a great day.